Okay, here we go again. Guys, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you from southern Taiwan in a place called Tainan. And before I start off, this is my second stream on this same topic. My earlier stream did not go so well because my AirPods were not sending the audio to the YouTube app. And after doing some checking, it looks like the Apple AirPods not sending audio from the microphone from the AirPods to the YouTube app. And it apparently is a problem. But, you know, that was maybe a good idea because I was quite emotional on that live stream or rant, whatever you want to call it. But let's get back to the topic pertaining. I'm streaming because seen something interesting today. Quite well-known YouTuber, two of them actually. One is called Stand in Poland, Poland, right? And he had a guest, YGZ, Lewis Hand, that's right. Really good guy from Britain. Lived in China, moved over here to Taiwan for a little bit, and after a while, went back to Britain, and they had a very interesting show talking about all kinds of stuff that's going on in this region, and with Mr. Xi and his continuation of being the chairman of the CCP. But there's a certain topic that they mentioned that I really wish I could have chipped in. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm right here next to the Confucius Temple here in Tainan. It's about, wow, it's after 11 o'clock here in Tainan. Well, let me turn over here to this is the Confucius Temple. You can't see it, this is part of it. There's no lights on. When I was doing my earlier stream that didn't send the audio, you can actually see the lights inside. But they, Stan and Lewis, YGZ, they brought up a topic that I think I really wanted to talk about myself, and that's the fact of how mainland China, has managed to have one of their police stations set up in New York City, which is I found it quite shocking and really hard to accept. Simply because, I mean, is there anyone in the New York City police station have any idea, what China has a record of? Now, I hope you guys can hear me now. I hope somebody can hear me. If you can, please give me a heads up, please. But it's really weird. Do they have any idea of the record of mainland China's police? Have they kept up what's going on in Hong Kong? Anybody? Has anybody kept up with this? I mean, there's so many mainland Chinese dissidents trying to hide and avoid being arrested and harassed by the long arm of, hey, let me see. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you, Jay. Is anybody in the New York City police station aware of the history of mainland China police? There's a lot of Chinese Americans there who knows what's going on. They speak the language. A lot of them went to, Mandarin training centers or Chinese school. They can read. They know what's going on. And the New York City Police Department has a lot of people who are of Chinese descent or Taiwanese descent, right? Changrenjie, Huafo, or whatever you want to call Chinatown, that work there. They know what's going on. Now, you can see I'm right here, the Confucius Temple, Xueying Tai Chuan, right? I mean, do they have any idea? How can you allow mainland China to set up a police station in Manhattan? Now, what are they there for? They're not there to direct traffic. You know? They're not there to direct traffic. So what are they there for? To what? To help mainland Chinese to cross the street? No, they're not there to help them cross the street. They're there to keep an eye on anybody who's Chinese or bad-mouthing mainland China. And this is really scary. And what is so blatantly crazy is that somebody in the New York City Police Department has to know this. They gotta know this. They see what's happening in Hong Kong, Xinjiang, the Uyghurs. They know what's going on. But maybe there's something I don't get. Maybe something that I don't know. Because there's always information people in the public think they know, but they really don't. There's always something going on behind the doors. Is the United States willing to sell itself like this? This is scary. It's really interesting. I'm saying this right next to the Tainan Confucius Temple here. But this is really scary. Can anybody tell me, these words are a little bit small here. Let me take a look later. But can somebody please give me an example of a democracy, a democratic nation sending their policemen or a police substation over to mainland China? Or even Russia? Not even one, am I right? Not one. Because they wouldn't allow it. They would not allow it. How you doing, Earl? They would not allow it. This is the thing that I find myself being a little bit hyper on. You see United States, France at the Eiffel Tower, understand there are mainland Chinese police there. Why? Because the Chinese are so disruptive? Please. There are people in these nations, democratic nations, supposedly, who are from Chinese or Chinese descent, Singapore, whatever. They speak Mandarin. They communicate with these people. Do they really need mainland Chinese police over there? Or do these democratic nations want to save that much on their budget that they don't want to hire anybody on their local? But they have finance problems. They can't use their own people to guard and safeguard their community. This is really ridiculous. And you know, if they get caught up in any problems, the local government, the only thing I can say is they deserve it then. And I'm really sorry to see this happen. Mainland policemen in New York City, they're not there to direct the traffic. They're there to keep an eye on who? On who? Those who are trying to escape China or hide because they believe in freedom? What's going to happen when they talk out? They sure won't be able to go back to China, a place that they really love the heck out of. And this is really scary. I'm gonna get back to these comments when I'm able to read them, because right now the phone is really far and I'm holding it and I'm bouncing around, so please forgive me. And I'm really peed off. And I don't know what's wrong with my Tongbaomen, my fellow countrymen. If they get screwed over, they deserve it. But the thing is, it's not the people who are natural-born American citizens that are going to get burnt. It's those who came from mainland China trying to hide and run or whatever, or maybe now even possibly registered official American citizens that is going to get screwed. Because as far as I know, you tell me if I'm wrong. If you are born in China and you try to go someplace and become another nation's citizen, according to China, you, no matter what you do, you are always a mainland China's citizen. And they will kidnap you, bring you back to China, and do more than just invite you to drink tea. It's more like to get you to give a part of your, well, whatever. This is something I don't understand, and please help me understand it. And if you are living in a democratic nation, if you are of mainland Chinese descent, look, I'm not talking about you people, man, because there's too many good mainland Chinese people. That's right, it's true. But man, the people that got the remote control on you guys is tough as hell. And it's just hard for me to accept that America would allow mainland Chinese police in downtown New York. I mean, maybe this, like I said, maybe there's something I don't know about. Maybe they're doing this on purpose so they can study how mainland China use their subversive actions and skills so they can study it and monitor them. Because I hope they are being monitored like crazy. Maybe that's it. Maybe something I don't know. But please help me understand. Jay, help me understand. Earl, help me understand. Because maybe I just have to accept it. Can somebody please tell me, has New York sent any police officers or contingency over to mainland China, any place in mainland China to keep an eye on American residences over there? China would not allow it. And they'll say, ooh, security reasons. That is a fair reason. But why isn't New York doing it? Are they that, and I'm gonna say stupid? And it really burns my butt. It burns my butt. After this, I'm going to switch over to my Mandarin speaking channel, which I haven't been broadcasting on for months. And I'm going to do this in Mandarin. But I'm really, really chipped up. And the thing is, I can't even talk about this to my American friends over here because they're not bothered with it. They don't give a damn, actually, and it really bothers me. It really... This is why I keep doing this 4Cs, One Family. All of us are the same, but damn, there's some people that don't want people to get along together. And if any of you guys in law enforcement, please say something. Please say something to your superiors or send them a note, a memo, and say, don't be so blind, what's going on? 42nd Street police station down there, mainland Chinese police station. But look, okay, maybe I'm getting too emotional about this, but this is really crazy. Like I said, is there something I don't know about? Is there something I don't get it? Am I being naive? I don't think so. Very few of my compatriots, Tongbao, yeah, back home, they're so caught up in internal fighting. But do they understand that some of this internal conflict is being exacerbated by foreign influence? And it's not only places like mainland China. Russia called them useful idiots. Please do your research. Please, people, guys, talk to your friends and family. I know some people going through economic strifes and stuff like that, working 2 or 3 jobs. I got it. I know that there's certain of these Illuminati doing things, controlling people. This is really the truth. I understand that. But talk to your friends and family and let them know the international viewpoint that's being placed on the world and how it's being focused on watching America eat themselves up. Talking about these lives matter. Yeah, black lives matter, white lives matter, all lives matter. And that's the truth. And there's always a few corrupt individuals, right, that's doing things. But look, I'm going a little bit out of scope here. I just wanted to jump in here. And then if you're a Mandarin speaker, or some of the interview was, a lot of it was done in English, please take a look at Stan in Poland, fluent English. Excuse me, English Mandarin Chinese speaker, and when he's talking to YGZ, Lewis Han, and they mention that, and they mention other things beyond that. But the reason why I felt that I had to say something is because I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker. And I've seen some poo-poo go down while I was in New York, and I've seen the stuff that was tearing people apart. It still is. But when I see a nation coming from abroad who doesn't regard life as that much important, something has to be said. I appreciate the gift as I've been given here in Taiwan, because the Taiwan people, man, they've been very good to me. They appreciate me, and I really appreciate it. Of course, there's a-holes everywhere, even here. Yes, that's true. But judge people by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. I think that is important. I got to find a nice fluent way to translate that into Mandarin. It sounds a little bit wenya. Look, guys, thank you for joining me here on my so-called brief chat, live stream. And I really appreciate your guys' Patreons. You see, the stuff I talk about in this channel is not sexy. It's, I don't fit the demographic of the type of person most people like to view for entertainment. I know that. I know the stuff I talk about is really crazy, but I have to look at it at a psychological level and political level, because that's it. When you can control the source of media, communications, and use psychological tactics to form or deform their political structure, the social political emphasis or freedom that nations have will be corrupted. So, as they say, either accept it and just accept that you have to go down with the whole ship. And it is really, really weird that I'm doing this next to the Tainan Confucius Temple. But look, guys, I see a few friends in here. I'm really sorry I can't answer you. But look, there's a few things I'm doing to this channel that hopefully will make things easier. One is proper scheduling. But I really need your guys' help to help me choose what kind of topics you are willing to tune into. And another thing is, I get viewers here, but please, God, help me spread the word of this channel out. Take some of my videos, if you find useful, pass it on to other people, because like I said, if you're looking for sexy things, I'm sure not the sexy channel this is not the sexy channel to come to, because I try to make people think. And I even end up saying things that I don't agree with myself, but I have to keep it real, because with the limited time we all have on this earth, we should not waste the time we have. Oof. Okay, guys, look. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and remember to stay strong, safe, and healthy wherever you guys are. Baozhong, and get the word out. Peace, everybody.